I like Missy Monroe.
That's a classic one.
Okay.
Or semi-classic.
I
like
basically
2000s classic.
am very into squirters. Cytheria, that's a good one. I just like women having
more
orgasms.
Classics. Man.
Megatron must be stopped, no matter the cost.
Hello, friends, and welcome to the Autopod Decepticast, your bi-weekly podcast that delivers an episode-by-episode breakdown of the Beast Wars series. This is your episode 258. Today we're covering the agenda,
266.
part 1.
Yeah, we're really we're
on
way into the
266.
260s at this point.
I don't even think I mentioned the episode number in the last episode, so we're all fucked, and it doesn't matter.
This is your host, Ryan, and with me is Caleb.
Hi, I'm Caleb.
Oh, it's been so long, I was a little
Confused as to who I'm so happy. I'm so happy to not host this episode.
This is amazing. Aaron, what was the last time you did a hosting? Was that back in like last November?
It was probably
November.
6 months ago?
Yeah.
Holy
6 months
shit.
ago.
Crazy.
It's glad to have you back in the pilot seat. I think Ryan, though, did a fantastic job. And I did, too, once or twice.
You did a couple. It was good.
I did. We did it. We held it down.
I mean, our listenership dropped 33%.
Oh, no.
But
It's actually not true. We're actually weirdly
We're up.
way up.
Yeah.
wow, good job. Turns out I'm fired.
I don't know if that is an indication. that people are like-
Correlation is not causation.
That's right.
Well, we are back to the bots, the beast bots.
Thank God.
That is, we fulfilled our lifelong goal of reviewing the Springfield saga of G.I. Joe, a.k.a. There's No Place Like Springfield, a simply flawless duet of animated material.
It really was.
But before we leave Springfield entirely, gentlemen, I have a little quiz for you.
Love it.
Okay.
And it is a very little quiz.
Is it one question?
Because I wrote it, it got to be about 2 a.m. and I was like, I got to wrap this up.
Buddy.
Last night. Springfield,
Yeah.
America's default setting. A generic place with a generic name repeated over and over again throughout the country. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, there are 93 populated places named Springfield in the United States. 17 of them are incorporated urban municipalities. 3 are unincorporated. Many are towns. A few are just neighborhoods. But all of them are the epitome of normal, ho-hum existence that people just kind of get trapped in.
Yeah. That's how my girlfriend would describe it.
Question 1. In what state was the first Springfield founded in the New World? Was it A, Massachusetts, B, Rhode Island, C, New Hampshire, or D, Virginia? The first Springfield.
I went with C, Rhode Island. Or is that what I said? New Hampshire.
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire.
I'm going to go with D, Virginia.
You're both wrong.
Oh.
A, Massachusetts was
crap,
the
I thought that was
first
the obvious.
Springfield.
Massachusetts.
And among its several nicknames is the City of Firsts, due to the many innovations developed there. Among its many firsts, the first American dictionary, the first gas-powered automobile, the first meat packer, the first clamp-on ice skate, the first adjustable monkey wrench, the first flat-bottomed paper bag, the first major American history book, the first American edition of the Koran, and the first banned book in the New World.
Wow. These are things that like you just assume always existed.
Also, the first accusation of witchcraft in the New World.
Great.
And, of course, perhaps most famous as the founding city for the world's third most popular sport, basketball, by Dr. James Naismith, who's a Canadian. Boo!
I thought his name would be like John Basketball.
You don't know Naismith? Even I knew that name.
That's classic history, Caleb.
I don't even care
John
about
Basketball.
I don't care about basketball.
All right.
Wasn't like a peach basket was the first one?
Probably.
That's what I've heard. That's the old tale from the sea.
The children's.
Next question. Which Springfield is the most populous? Is it Springfield, Missouri, Springfield, Illinois, Springfield, Oregon, Springfield Township, Union County, New Jersey?
I'm going to guess it's Springfield, Missouri.
A, B, C, D.
Oh, wait. You're including, like, it could be a county as well?
I just did. I did include that.
Well,
no, it's Springfield Township in Union County, New Jersey.
Okay.
So it's not that one.
I'm going to say that it is A, Springfield,
That's what I said,
Missouri.
too.
Wow. You guys got a lot of pride in your city,
We
don't
sure
you?
do.
It's not pride. It's just a pretty big city.
The Queen City.
Yes, fellas.
Yeah.
It is your city, the birthplace of Route 66, buckle of the Bible Belt, the Queen City, with a population of 169,176 at the 2020 census and a gross metropolitan product of $19.5 billion. Springfield, Missouri has the most people and is therefore the best Springfield
Yay.
in
I
the
think,
nation.
I did some Springfield facts on a couple episodes ago when we recorded. I think the metro area is around 400 million people.
It just hit
Metro
a
Springfield, Missouri
it
has a
just hit-
population of 475,432.
I
it
said
just
million, I
they
meant
just
thousand.
there was an article that came out that it just hit a 500,000.
Okay.
Eh?
Making it, the time of this writing, 111th most populous metro area in the United States.
Okay.
According to a 2007 Forbes list of America's wildest weather cities. Ryan, did you cover that too?
I don't think I did.
And the Weather Variety Index. Springfield, Missouri has the most varied weather in all of the United States.
Holy crap. Yep, I believe that.
So that phrase that people say around here, you
people
don't
say
like
about
the weather,
They
wait
mean-
a day,
we
and
can
it's actually true
And
here.
now when I say that, I can add a caveat that I can back it up.
Yeah.
You should add that bookmark to your phone so you can show people that it's true.
Look.
Other fun facts. There is a Confederate veteran named Davis Tutt. He had a gambling buddy named Wild Bill Hickok.
Yep.
Old Bill was in debt to Tutt, about $25. He gave Tutt a watch as collateral, but insisted Tutt never wear the watch in public. Tutt went ahead and did that. Bill called him out in public. They faced off at our downtown square, each firing one shot. Tutt's bullet hit the ground. Hickok's bullet hit Tutt's ticker.
Yep.
Yep.
You mean the watch?
That would be amazing.
He shot the watch right off of him.
Of course, we also have the legacy of entertainment. 1, 2, 3, 4 nationally broadcast series originated from Springfield. From between 55 and 61, we had the Ozark Jubilee, 5-Star Jubilee, Talent Varieties, and the Eddie Arnold Show.
Oh, I don't know about this.
5-Star Jubilee was the first network color television series to originate outside New York City or Hollywood.
Wow.
The irony, the local NBC affiliate, KYTV, which helped produce the program, didn't have the technical goods to broadcast in
black and
color,
white.
so the locals saw it in black and white.
What the fuck? Caleb, haven't you seen Dave? Is it Davies or David? David Tutt. The
Davis.
Davis Tutt. Caleb, haven't you seen his grave?
Possibly.
I remember you talking about it. We've covered this.
Really?
I've covered this before. Of like the first Old West shootout was in our town square with Wild Bill Hickok killing him, and there is a grave in town with him. And
Nope. Can't. If I have, I've forgotten, and I apologize.
I remembered it for you.
Thank you. Is there a question in there somewhere? Or,
Nope, just a little fun.
No, he's just telling stuff.
And that's it. Springfields
All
are
right.
all actually pretty
Oh,
boring.
okay. All right.
And it was like I
There's
said.
2 questions.
Like I said,
We
it was
tied.
2 a.m.
We
It was
tied.
2 a.m. I was like, I need to go to bed. I had a question started about eating cats and dogs, Haitian, Springfield, Ohio stuff, and I couldn't find a way to make it
Funny.
funny or a question.
Entertaining.
Like try to make the trivia out of it. I was thinking, okay, here's my trivia question, because it started with some lady that posted on Facebook, and she is like, my kid's friend's neighbor said this is happening. And after it all went down, she actually apologized for it, but also tried
you
tried
fucking
to
cunt.
yeah. So then I was going to turn it into a question about like white women who've lied about black people.
I told you white women are a
And
problem.
I was going to do a list of those, like the lady who was in the park walking her dog saying, I'm going to call the cops on you because he told her to put her dog on a leash.
I remember that.
Of course, Emmett Till. Well, I had a whole thing going, and I was like, this is depressing, and I just can't make it work.
We could also talk about like why the black population of Springfield is much smaller.
Yeah, we don't have to do all that. Well,
okay.
I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, in the form of a trivia question.
No, it was just something I thought of. Like the population, the black population of Springfield used to be about 25% until 1906, whenever we had a lynching, and then they all fled to St. Louis.
Yeah, it is. Having been on the website, though, it is up about maybe 5% from where it was in 2000.
Well,
yeah,
great.
Hang on a minute.
Can't remember now. I'm questioning myself. It was 1906 or 1916. I can't remember. It was one of the two.
Well, here, 1906. Which did you say?
Right, that's what I said the first time.
Oh, good for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Let's see, 2000. No, I'm sorry. It's up about a little over 1% since 2000, from 3% to 4.6.
Jesus Christ.
But the white population, according to Wikipedia here, in 2000,
it's down.
90% white. In 2020, 79% white. Turns out the racists were right. They are replacing us.
Oh, sure. Good.
It looks like the biggest bump, though, of that differential is mixed race or multi-race.
Sure.
From 1% to 6.63%.
Nice.
Yeah, anyway. Okay, Springfield facts. Springfield, Missouri.
Hey.
Phoning it in. That's the APDC promise.
On the fly.
Let's go ahead and shout out the patrons, shall we?
Sure.
Alpha Magnus, Debbie, Skeeter, Jeff the Pusherman, Mike Seibert of Mike Seibert Radio, Bono, Michael Trimblett, Roop, Jonathan, Robin is Prime, Safubi Samurai, Chandler, J Soups, Mad from Louisville, Nick, the Toy Mad Dad, Ken Bockelman, Maurice, Captain Alexis, James and Julia, Michael Ordway, Tim Dubs, Jason from Cracktastic Plastic, Thomas, Beattyguns, Triclops, Optimal Alex, Simon, New Daniel, Seven the Chronicler, Argonus Prime, the Unknown Patron, Brian Jones, Autobot 1000, Zarmat, the Anonymous Patron, Bruticus 78, Johnny Utah, Derek, Shadow Maximus, and new to the group, Rocket Shark Chris.
Hey.
And it may be that some of these people aren't even in the group. I haven't done an update of this list in a while.
We haven't looked a lot.
Sorry if you don't want to be associated with the show anymore, and I'm forcing you to still be a part of it. I know that people kind of come in and out as the quality dips, or as you're just the things you prioritize in life change.
Life is hard. We completely, totally understand. If you are able to be a patron, great. If you need to drop because of life, completely understandable.
Or because we suck.
Well, I mean, I would rather it be because of life, but if we
I have
suck,
no ego about this shit.
I do. I think I'm great.
If we suck, I mean, you clearly our viewership went up under your command.
We'll need to compare the figures.
We need to do a complex statistical analysis here.
Mm-hmm.
Jett,
yeah.
What sort of liquidious libation do you have on the agenda for today? I worked the title.
I actually have that joke later in the episode too. I think you guys are going to be delighted.
Okay, sorry.
Caleb, you all right?
Surprised and delighted?
I just had
I heard you apologizing a lot.
I was apologizing to you guys because I was returning a call, and then it took me longer than expected to get reconnected to that person, so we're good.
Was it someone calling in live about the podcast?
No, I wish. That would be awesome to do a live caller thing if we would.
Let's take calls. Ryan, what do we got?
I have no idea why I decided to make this drink, except by way of the accompaniment I have renamed it for today. So, today we have the Dirty Mech Fluid Radium Cocktail.
Oh, don't like the name of that.
It's from the episode.
Yeah.
This is basically just a chocolate soda with booze. But yeah, I thought I'd name it in honor of the cocktail Rat Trap enjoys in a CD bar on Cybertron.
Yes.
I kind of just made it up, but it's not very clever. Like, I just added booze to the recipe for a chocolate soda. Do you guys know what a chocolate soda is?
No.
Well,
Tell us more.
it's also known in the NYC area as an egg cream,
Okay.
and it is chocolate sauce and milk filled with club soda. It contains neither eggs nor cream. And it's basically like, you know how old soda jerks used to make sodas to on demand, like you'd add syrup and then just club soda?
I do. I used to work at Dairy Queen, so we made those kind of sodas in my time.
Interesting.
It's kind of like that. Why it's called an egg cream in NYC is nebulous. Maybe it comes from the foamy white head created by the syrup and club soda, similar to beaten egg whites. Another potential source is the Yiddish phrase for pure sweetness, which is Extra cream. That made it sound like Arnold. Frankly, I don't know. But anyway, chocolate soda was very popular at old soda counters and joints in the early and mid 20th century. Like I said, when all the sodas were made to order. And I have some asides during this recipe, so I hope you kind of bear with me. But for this cocktail, you will need 3 tablespoons of chocolate syrup, 1 tablespoon of heavy cream or milk, 3 ounces or 90 mils of vodka. I actually put 2 ounces. 2 ounces or 90 mils of or 60 mils of vodka. And I know I've been harsh on vodka, but I really can't imagine another.
With chocolate.
Like, I thought about rum, but I'm like, it's gonna add. I'm just gonna pour some ethanol in it. It's sort of like the only other cocktail I really think you should only use vodka for is a Bloody Mary. And
Makes sense.
About a cup of chilled club soda or soda water or seltzer, depending on where you're from. Vanilla ice cream. And I tried to find canned whipped cream. Can't find it. Could not find it at Hy-Vee. I'm really pissed off at our local Hy-Vee because, also I noticed the other day, and yes, I should just be buying blocks of Parmesan cheese and grating it on demand, but they only carry their store brand of Parmesan cheese now. I don't know if it's different in your area, Aaron. You're at the Richie Rich part of the Hy-Vee area. Your Hy-Vee is way nicer than the one over here.
It is pretty good.
More of a Low-Vee over here.
It is. That's good, Caleb. So I haven't tried this concoction yet, and I hope I'm not overdoing it on the booze, but I guess we'll see. So to make this, take a 16-ounce or 1 pint glass and add chocolate syrup and cream. Pour vodka into a shaker and shake with ice. Pour into a glass with the syrup and cream. Stir that together as best you can. And then fill the glass like 3/4 of club soda. Stir gently to combine. And then I added the scoops of vanilla ice cream and garnish with a whipped cream and cherry. I don't have the whipped cream. I chose the chocolate-covered cherries I made for Christmas that were soaked in
This is gonna be really
bourbon.
good.
Caleb, you told me to freeze.
Yes.
And so that's what we're having today.
Yes.
So they are still frozen?
No, I thawed them out in the fridge. So, yeah.
You're trying to get the flavors in there, Caleb?
You're just going to eat it.
I'm just excited.
So should we try those here?
Yeah. Oh, man, that's pretty good.
That's really good. I haven't had anything like this in a while.
Cherries are very boozy. I made cherry bounce is what this came from. I made cherry bounce, which is cherries and sugar soaked in bourbon for a couple of months. And then Caleb had the brilliant idea of making them in chocolate covered cherries, which is what I did with a marzipan and then covered in chocolate.
They're really good. Wow.
This is a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Love these mouth noises. That cherry with the drink is really good.
That's a sensory boosting experience when you do it that way. Oh, thanks for this treat. Dessert treat we've got going on here. Yeah, it's good. Make me another. I'm just kidding, Ryan.
I'm just joshing.
What would be good?
What were you scooping? That was
It was vanilla ice cream.
Vanilla ice cream. So is that you probably did, but I guess it's disappeared.
It probably has melted into
You know
it.
what I
Yeah.
would like
fast.
paired with this is like some really hot, well-fried French fries, salted.
Oh, like a frosty situation.
I wouldn't necessarily dip them, but I would have a sweet and I would balance it out with like a savory, just like a crisp,
Crisp.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad you guys liked it.
Ryan, I did not go overboard with last episode recap here.
Oh, that's fine.
Like you have been. But
no, that last one I did last episode was the only one I went overboard on. I tried your alliterative thing, which was very tongue-tying for me. Prior to that, I just straight up just said what happened.
I think what happens in this situation is I have the sentence I wrote as my reference sentence that I'm going to go back and juice up, but I didn't do it.
Back.
I think I forgot.
Really quick question. If somebody wants to, like, buy us a drink,
Oh, thank you, Caleb.
is there a way that they can do that?
Yeah. So, God, it
He
seems
really
like
sounded like he didn't know.
it's been so long since we've done this proper. Yes, so this is our cocktail for this episode. If you would like to have a cocktail sponsored on an episode, just send us $5 to @apodcast on PayPal. Tell me in the notes what you would like me to make, and I will make that cocktail for us on a future episode because I cannot make it on a past one.
Thirsty, money, buy us a drink. Buy us a drink.
And there it is.
Thirsty.
Sorry, wrong button. I would like to point out, how long have we been doing buy us a drink?
It's been a long time, like almost. I don't think we did it. I'd have to look back at my spreadsheet.
Has it always been $5?
Yeah.
And so, I mean, that's the APDC promise that
It is certainly not a moneymaker because, especially if I do not have the particular alcohol that you would like me to use,
we go out and buy it.
yeah. So it's not a moneymaker. It's just more of a fun thing.
We haven't been keeping up with inflation or the tariffs or anything.
Now it's probably
The war.
The war.
It probably. I would have to look back, but I probably started it like 3 years. I think I started it when we started recording here, whenever that was. So maybe around the end of COVID lockdown, like 2022.
Okay. And so I'm just saying, like, this is a fair price.
Should we up it? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying, like, this is a fair price. You give us
is.
$5.
Hey, you give us $5, we'll give you the world.
You're getting a deal. All right, there you go.
All prices need to go up. That's it. Booty box, $5.
Yeah,
Now it's $20.
I sold like 5 dozen eggs at work the other day, and it was like $4, and I'm like, I need to up this price.
You could get $5 out of those easily.
Yeah.
Buy us an egg. Yeah, there you go.
Perfect timing.
All right, Aaron.
All right, an empty stasis pod vessel reveals the malformed but freakishly powerful transmutate, kicking off a battle of Riz between the evil Rampage and noble Silverbolt, leaving both with sadness and despair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's just two synonyms, sadness and despair. So onward to the agenda, part 1,
Hell yeah.
spearheaded by Bobby Forward as writer and director Cal Schumacher.
Oh, I didn't even write that
Schumacher?
down. I don't know.
Schumacher?
Can I see the name?
I think it's pronounced probably Schumacher,
I don't know.
but it's a crazy spelling.
It's not Japanese, so you're not going to get it, Caleb. He always pronounces the Japanese words.
Yep, he
At least
does.
it sounds good to me when he says it. He could be way off.
I will lean towards Ryan being probably Schumacher, but it is a weird ass way of
It's a
spelling
weird way of spelling it, yeah.
I guess in setup to this, it was a little weird because we're actually referring to things that happened in the Beast Wars chronology at least 3 episodes ago. There were 2 episodes that weren't necessarily connected to this.
Well, Code of
or maybe
Hero,
they were. It's just that time has passed since the explosion that they're referring to right off the bat.
Yeah, and we it does refer to Code of Hero, which I believe was right before this. No, Transmutate was right before this. Code of Hero was, I believe, before that. So it kind of Transmutate is kind of an episode that stands on its own, whereas Code of Hero kind of leads directly into this. And if you remember, Code of Hero is the one where Dinobot is killed.
Right. But even the explosion itself is even further back, because that explosion and I'll just kick it off, listen to the bass go boom, we are seeing an explosion on the screen.
Yeah, the
and,
transwarp wave.
And so this goes back to Other Voices Part 2, where Optimus Primal sacrificed himself. Prime, you can't die. And he didn't. And that's where a massive quantum surge, that's where that started. Was when Primal sacrificed himself, and then the results of this surge on Earth, as we believe it is, helped create the transmutates, the fusors, and of course transmetals.
Transmetals, yeah. And this wave is, if we remember, I don't want to get into the whole
traveling through space and time,
wibbly-wobbly-timey-wimey stuff, but yeah, it's traveling back in time.
Right. So yeah, it's ultimately headed towards Cybertron, and Rhinox is watching the progress of the wave on his sensors.
Because we kind of get back to like he said a couple of episodes ago, where Rhinox tells us when the transwarp wave should enter Cybertron. And so at this point, should enter Cybertron space in a few cycles, which means Cybertron will be aware of their location and theoretically come and get them.
Right. I don't know how if I get any of this.
Well, you don't. It is like I said,
they're back in time.
I don't want, like I said, like it.
It's a 4-dimensional thing.
The TF Wiki kind of tries it, but like it's like. Whenever we're talking about this time, they complain about how the time wouldn't have really worked this way and what happens in this episode, but I disagree. I think it makes enough sense that it doesn't matter, and we should completely disregard it. It only is meaningful, basically, for what we get in the next episode, essentially.
A little teaser.
It will become important
because they're setting the stage.
Yes, so I will say I remember this 3-parter very well. Like I think this was my favorite of the series, certainly, and I remember it quite well.
Awesome.
Well, at the end of the day, it's just supposed to serve as a trail, a breadcrumbs for the Cybertronian contemporary day Maximals to follow, whether it's through space, time, whatever, to find these guys. And Rhinox recognizes, because somehow he has sensors that enable him, that the sensors themselves transcend space and time, because he's looking at Cybertron in the present day while he exists in the distant past and seeing that wave headed towards there. Or maybe it's a simulation based on calculations, whatever.
Oh no, sorry, go ahead.
I mean, I can't presume he's literally tapped into a camera over modern day
a projection,
Cybertron, seeing it's got to be a projection.
Yeah, because it originated near where they were, so it's a projection. I will say I also don't want to be all sciencey, but like I have a point I'm getting at. Cybertron, when we see Cybertron and the moons circling around Cybertron, I appreciate that we only see 2 Cybertron moons, but also Cybertron itself seems on a very eccentric orbit, and I'm like, that doesn't make a ton of sense why it would orbit the sun like that. But maybe some event in the past, like, say, a giant planet-killing god fucking up your planet, might have turned Cybertron's orbit into something that would be eccentric. I don't know. It was just something for me.
Nice.
You know.
I mean, I'm guessing that nobody wrote that in there.
I don't think so either, but that's what I am going with.
Take it. Headcanon.
Yep.
Headshot. All right, so Rhinox is like, he's excited because this, to him, and I guess everybody, I don't know if it was part of the plan or just a happy outcome of Primal's sacrifice, but everybody looks at this as an opportunity for them to go home.
Yeah, Cybertron should be getting the signal of where they are. And then we have some...
Rat Trap. He's horny this episode.
Well,
This is a pervy episode for Rat Trap.
Are we going to talk about the fact that Rhinox has a weird-ass party favor?
What? Where?
I don't remember if it's yet.
Booty box idea.
Oh, we just buy cheap-ass party favors?
No. A sign that says, like a parking sign that says reserved for head cannon.
Oh.
Got it.
I don't understand.
Right,
this at all.
there it is. And it's also like an
It's
Independence
patriotic?
Day. It's an Independence Day style party paper.
The Transformers graphic design symbology for star is exactly the same as ours. I guess they're in the future. They've been exposed to human culture. Human culture, in some ways, is probably reflected in the Beast Wars
It's
psyche
weird.
in one way or another, in the same way that I like burritos.
You know, now that I'm just thinking about this, like burritos. Now that I'm just thinking about this, it's weird that the Maximals don't seem to have contact with humans. Like their future version of Cybertron,
Like contact or an understanding.
yeah, like Spike and Daniel and like with the Autobots, it doesn't seem like that relationship maintained.
Well, we don't know what happened between 2006, 7 Cybertron and whatever year Cybertron this is. It could be
I
that
think
humans don't exist anymore. It could be that maybe some Cybertronians never have interaction with humans. But,
yeah, that's true.
But I would say that there's probably still some elements of Earth culture that influence.
That's true,
them
because
or-
also, if we remember, they're not a military unit. They were an exploration team. So it's not necessarily that they would have had contact with humans. They're
Right.
not high up on the maximal political scale. So presumably, maybe humans are still in there. I think Black Arachnia said, and this doesn't really work time-wise, but I think Black Arachnia said the Great War was 300 years ago.
Oh, so we're only 300 years out from
so
Transformers the movie?
It doesn't make any sense. I mean, that was early on, so I think it was just a throwaway line.
I want them to like.
Well, they talk about Megatron like in such legendary terms. It feels like that all happened a long time ago.
Yeah, I'm just going to guess tens of thousands of years at least.
On one hand, I'm like 300 years is a long time ago, but considering Transformers lived for millions of years, you can stretch that out by quite a bit.
Yeah.
And I think it'd be cool if they were like they worship like how they have like V'ger.
Oh, you start to have Christian
V'ger.
Transformers?
No, they like worship the wrench.
Well,
Like they worship the wrench.
well, I mean, we have the Voyager Golden Disc.
You're right. We do have the golden disc in this.
Yeah. I mean, not in this episode, but yeah, that was
exists in
what
this
brought
universe.
this all about.
Holy shit.
Voyager. I mean, that's literally.
Mm-hmm.
Rat Trap is excited to go
Yes, he is.
home.
And he is horny about it.
Yeah, what will Rat Trap do once he gets back to his revered home planet? What would any of us do? Booze and strippers.
Hell yeah.
Or at the very least, all of the media that like the TF Wiki refers to it as strippers. I think it could also just be a scantily clad service bot.
Oh, just
It's more like a Hooters,
Like a Hooters?
or just some
I don't know.
places you go. The dress code is like for the is more showy, and
But he does say without their torso chassis.
but a torso chassis to me is just maybe showing some belly.
Yeah. Maybe their underwear.
But
I don't understand.
who knows what they like?
But yeah, who knows what's sexy to a Transformer?
I guess a torso.
Yeah, so to talk about what we say, like Silverbolt is like Cybertron, a home which I have never known, and then Rat Trap is like, I know a place where we can get dirty mech fluid with just a touch of radium, which is why I named the cocktail like I did.
Thank you for that full circle moment.
Yep, and it appears to be what I put is the maximal titty bar. The servant bots are walking around without their torso plates.
Well, I guess a chest is part of the torso.
It is.
But yeah, whatever.
I like that you think it's just bellies.
It's
Oh,
kind of
belly
sweet.
is part of the torso.
It is.
I'm an innocent
But who's
boy.
horny about bellies? I mean,
I'm
I
an
like
innocent boy.
I like to come on them, but
Oh my gosh. There's also amusement parks on Cybertron.
that's right.
Let's talk about that.
Cheetor,
Yes.
this innocent
Yes.
little boy.
I know. Wait, what was it? It was a Six Flags
Six-
reference, but
Yes, 6 lasers over Cybertron, I think he calls it.
That's really funny.
We-
I'm glad they went that. I'm glad they brought that in as well.
Yeah, it's fun.
I'm starting to understand why Ryan identifies with Rat Trap so much.
Seriously. It's upsetting.
What about the part where they mentioned Silver Diode City?
Oh, I don't know that. Oh, so okay, I get it now. Okay,
Good one.
That's pretty good, Caleb.
Caleb, that's a
Silver
good
Diode
one.
City. That's not bad.
Yeah.
That could be. I don't think that's a good button, but I'm like, I don't know.
There's maybe something there.
Keep working it.
I will.
Keep working
I
it.
will.
This to me, I guess I don't know. I guess I thought this whole time that the protoforms were I guess I didn't realize. Sorry, what was that?
No, I think I'm sorry to interrupt. I thought you were going to say like they had been formerly sentient.
Right, yeah, and maybe they were converted to this form for transport, and or maybe when that happens, your memories get erased, or
That is
whatever. Are they
question
like
we
are
have,
these
yeah.
new? Are these brand new personalities, or did these people have lives and then put in this form?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
now that
that's
they're
what I
back?
was-
But I mean, he just said I never experienced it.
I think all the protoforms, to go back to the original beginning of the series.
Sure.
I think all the protoforms that were on the Axelon were new, fresh babies, and they were created to be explorers. So whenever they Maximals touched down on a new world, they would form to the best form to live on that world. So I think they were all fresh, like Black Arachnia, Silverbolt,
Clean slates.
clean slates. It's basically like a baby being born.
But the logic of them being clean slates as opposed to already like existing formed
yes,
transformers is because they're more adaptable to the mission at hand.
yes, and I think that you can, as like, for instance, Cheetor, he was already formed. He was a person, but obviously a young person. But I think you can go into a protoform from a mature form to change to a new environment. But I think that all the protoform pods that were on the Axelon were not people before they crashed on Earth. Basically.
So why do you think that are there in the series, are there examples of protoforms that have been instilled with a life spark from a previously like
there was
cognizant-
Rampage, but
okay.
he was an experiment. Horrible.
Rampage?
Yeah, the maximal experiment to try to make Starscream's immortal spark.
Yeah, he's crazy, man.
Isn't
The crab?
Rampage the crab?
Yeah.
I can't remember that having anything to do with Starscream.
They were trying to recreate, the Maximals were trying to recreate Starscream's immortal spark, and that was the Frankenstein the
Rampage
Flash
just showed up, right?
6 episodes ago.
Yeah, okay. So that was
But he crashed on the planet, and it had the big X on it, and they were carrying it to dump it on it's horrible, but to dump it on like a barren planet to get rid of it. But he was an experiment to try to recreate Starscream's immortal spark, which is why Rampage is like so unkillable and crazy. And but he was a person before
This must have happened before. But I've watched all the episodes, but you guys must have recorded this episode
I don't remember which episode
after
that
me,
is,
yeah,
but
or when I was on break.
maybe.
I don't have.
You don't remember this either?
I don't remember us doing any Beast Wars episodes without you.
You did for sure. At least
think
two.
I think
At
we
least
did.
two.
Okay, boy, oh boy. Well, I remember the Rampage situation very well.
All
So
right.
do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Well, so then but that was back to the point. That was an experiment in trying to use
Right.
a different person's spark and embed it in a protoform.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yes. But my point was just like you can go back and forth, but I think all the pods around Earth's orbit are fresh babies.
And I guess there's two different concepts. There's the spark and the protoform.
Yeah. But like Black Arachnia's spark was a maximal spark.
Right. So they're not clean slates. Aren't all the protoforms maximals
Yes.
by default? But it's just who gets to them first,
Yeah.
and then they change it.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yep.
So Cheetor, if we're going on a long trip across to 5 galaxies away, he could in theory be put into protoform mode. Your spark is, I guess, I don't know, floating around the globulous protoform mass.
Yeah.
And
Like
and then be reconstituted when they get there,
Yeah.
and he's still Cheetor as we know him and see him today.
Right,
He would
pretty
have
much,
all
yeah.
the memories.
It's kind of bogus, in my opinion, that they're maximal protoforms. But if you get if a Decepticon was to get to it first,
Right. Yeah, what if Cheetor, in that scenario, he's shipped off to,
they're not inherently
to wherever, but the Predacons intercept it. They've got Globular Cheetor plus Spark. Could they make Cheetor a Predacon?
I guess
Yeah, sure.
a bigger
I
question.
guess they did it to Rhinox.
I guess a bigger question
In
is
Beast
like,
Machines? Oh,
No, in this show.
where they reprogrammed
I guess
him.
you could say this.
people are probably so mad
If
listening
they
to
are-
this right now.
if they are maximal protoforms, I guess a big question is here: if the Decepticons get to them first and turn them, if they are inherently maximal, is there a greater potential for them to end up being turned to the good?
Well, this is kind of not to
So that's
spoil
a-
anything,
I
but
think that's important.
We see the duality with Black Arachnia, where she's not purely evil. Like there are points where she cares.
But
and,
are any of them purely evil in protoform mode if they don't have...
Well, I just mean when she's reborn, she's reprogrammed as a Predacon, but she still has maximal tendencies, especially with her relationship with Silverbolt.
Are there any other Predacon examples? I mean, you have like Tarantulas, who has an he's a
fucking
Predacon,
lunatic.
but he has an independent
No, I think
spirit
he's
about him.
Yeah, but he's awful. Like he's the Joseph Mengele of the Predacons.
And also kind of rapey.
Yeah, he's bad. He's maybe the worst. Actually, I would say he is the worst Predacon. Like at least Megatron, it just wants power, but Tarantulas wants horrible things.
Well, speaking of Megatron,
Yep.
he's talking about the early humans for some. Like, we're calling back to that.
It's kind of
And-
hero.
And they failed to get rid of them, so Megatron has another high-risk option. I'm not exactly sure what this is, but maybe it has something to do with Black Arachnia lurking around over there. They don't really get into it much this episode,
No.
so I'm sure because he talks about risk a couple times, like whatever
Like
his
upping his
first-
ante
upping
and-
his
yeah.
ante after. We'll get to it. So, kind of like the Megatron. Were they called Megatron's Master Plan, or am I confusing that with a G1 episode? We had our whole Golden Disc 3-episode saga that ended.
This is related.
with Dinobot's death, and the whole time we're like, what is his plan? Because
Yeah.
he never really
It's-
articulates it, and he's doing that again.
We are playing this long game. That's what I'm saying.
and it's like he's like, we're gonna roll the dice. What are we doing? We're gonna roll the dice for a risk. Like it's just
Which sounds like he doesn't really have a plan.
He does.
Or it sounds like he's in a spot where, clearly he doesn't know what the outcome is going to be, and there's a lot of chance at play, but he's going to have to go with it.
And maybe I'm in an advantageous point because I know what's coming. But Megatron, throughout the second part of season 1, has a singular plan. It just keeps getting changed because shit keeps going wrong, and he just keeps rolling with it. And this is the point where it pivots to his ultimate. He's like, well, fuck it, I'm going for the nuclear option, which we'll get to. And
So
Agenda 2
basically,
and
his
3.
less risky options have all played out, and everything's risky at this point, and he's just trying to control what he can.
Yep.
It sounds like.
Now, this part I don't necessarily understand why Silverbolt does this.
So Silverbolt, it's a Silverbolt scene because you hear the
The
heroic,
fanfare.
the heroic sounds of horn music blaring against a rising sun or setting sun.
It's a
I
little
think it's
nauseating.
rising.
It's a little nauseating.
But he's actually meeting up with Black Arachnia at a remote location to provide her with a graviton generator.
Yep.
More on the functions of that later. But the real heart of this scene is the flirtation and makeout
Fuck
session
yeah.
that we're all privy to. They really just jumped to that.
Oh, yeah.
There's been little teasers that maybe they kind of think they're cute, but we're in now.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, the way this is going, it makes it seem like they've been making out a little while.
Caleb, how much would you like to have a gun pressed against your head by a badass woman?
By a rat. It would be pretty cool.
So, yeah, this scene with Silverbolt and Black Arachnia, he gives her... This seems like treason to me, where he's just
But we
giving
don't-
her...
actually know why.
A piece of equipment.
Maybe we'll get to it later. She's going to use it later. She's working with it. We don't know how or when this was requested or this transaction, but she holds him a gun to his head. I get. It's sort of a bit of role play, but also not really.
Yeah, she says that she thought it would be easier if she basically was like
she's giving him an out.
An out, yeah.
Even though he flew it here,
forcing
like
him.
why
to
did he
take
have it?
Yeah,
flying around on his patrol to begin with, if not to give it to her. So he gives it to her, and then they smoochy.
Yeah, she says
she even does the classic lift up her leg.
I have that note too. Yeah, but he's like, you're a maximal protoform. You could join us. Cybertron is coming. You can be a part of our group. And she's like, I like being a bad girl. And
he also says reprogram, which has its own sort of weird.
And just making you a different person. But like she says underneath that squeaky clean exterior, I think you like it too. And then we get they kiss, but we see their legs, and she does that like 1950s leg lift up thing while they're kissing.
Also, we've established that you don't need to be reprogrammed to be good
like
and
Dinobot?
work for. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And we have Maximals who are kind of play in the gray area as well. I feel like Rat Trap is kind of there.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
Mm-hmm.
She likes him. There it is. They don't show us the kiss.
No, they don't show us the kiss.
But
they
there's
just
definite
show
canoodling there.
Mm-hmm.
We go to space. Elsewhere in the future, a Cybertron outpost is intercepted by the Transwarp wave front. And this is where we get to make acquaintance of the Tri-Predicous Council.
Yeah. The quantum wave hits Outpost 1, and then we get a look, like you said, Aaron, the first time at the Tri-Predicous Council, who look, we'll have more on this later, a little like mutated Predacons from G1.
You think?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think the guy in the middle looks a little. What's his name?
You have a General Ramhorn. You have a Ramhorn. You have like a Cicada Con or something.
So you know about this?
Cicadatron, and then the other one.
Yeah, I have that later. The other one is not Sequest, but
you're on the right track though. It's C Clamp.
Yeah,
General C Clamp.
Yeah. But I thought the one on the right looks like
Tantrum?
Yeah. Anyway, I just thought this when I saw it. I'm like, oh, these kind of look like the Predacons from the G1, which they aren't, but they were intended to be. Well, we'll get to it. We'll get to it in the script deviations.
So these dodgy geezers are meeting up in a smoke-filled room. They have noted and analyzed the wave, and the signature matches up to that of a ship stolen by Megatron. Now, I can't remember. It's too long ago that I can't remember the lore of the explosion. I don't know how the signature matches up to a ship stolen by Megatron, but
I don't think that's in the lore. I think they
flew into something that the Vox creatures.
Yes.
And it was just a stasis pod, wasn't it?
Yes.
That he flew up in there.
Yep.
So I don't understand where that comes from.
They just put that in there. It's not real.
All right. Despite Megatron's intelligence, he's a volatile chess piece to put back on the board, and the Council has its own designs to return to glory on the planet Cybertron. So they're going to slap a satellite in front of the wave to break up the transmission and prevent maximal sensors from detecting it. And also, best if we send our covert operative, you know the one, and have him surf the transwarp wave back to the source and terminate Megatron.
I love this. Like, I love the fact we're getting into politics. Like, ever since the Autobots defeated the Decepticon ancestors, these Predacons have been working in secret, biding their time until they can rise up and regain control. Also, I don't think this is a reference you guys will get, but the dude on the left looks like a mid-corpse Uncle Frank from Hellraiser.
Okay. No, but I'll go with it.
Well, people who will get it will be delighted. So they detonate this probe and disrupt the wave, which I'm sure you're going to get to.
Then just bypasses Cybertron.
It misses Cybertron, blocking the planet from receiving the wave signal. Have you seen Hellraiser?
No.
It's been a long time. I like the look of the guy with the wacky ears.
Sure.
Wacky headpiece. I like the look of all of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're pretty delighted by their little plan. And yeah, to your point, the politics, just the Predacon on Predacon plotting and scheming and backstabbing.
So they're like, yeah, Megatron.
At the higher level, not just Dinobot or who's the bird, the pterodactyl that was trying to
Pterosaur?
Terry, yeah, Pterosaur. He died.
He did.
R.I.P.
I'm not sad about it. But yeah, no, I just love, we're kind of getting really deep into the lore of like world building, expanding quite a bit. And this covert operative with the new experimental transwarp ship.
I think that's a cool looking ship.
It is.
It looks like some Klingon shit.
I said in my notes, it looks like somebody mixed an SR-71 with a Klingon bird of prey.
Or could it be Romulan in design?
Could
you
be
guys
Romulan.
know better than me. I'm just throwing out words.
Actually, is I would interpret that in the Star Trek universe as a Romulan design.
More
Okay.
Romulan than
All right.
Klingon?
Yes, definitely.
Romulans are more round. Klingons are more...
They're more sleek.
Hard-edged. Oh,
Romulan stuff is more sleek.
okay. So we see Silverbolt return to the Axelon as the Autobots prepare for a Predacon attack. If Cybertron shows up, the Preds are gonna bite, guys. Rat Trap harasses Silverbolt with some more old-fashioned innuendo. He seems... I can't quite tell how much he seems to know about Silverbolt's little trysts.
Well, I think this is the thing where like Rat Trap seems to always know when somebody's up to something. Because like
'Cause
me,
he's a rat.
I'm always up to something.
little weasel.
so he's a little weasel. He questions Silverbolt. Rat Trap questions Silverbolt where he's been, and Silverbolt's like Scout Patrol, and Rat Trap's like, oh yeah, find any new positions?
Oh my goodness.
Here, we'll just play it because
Sure.
it's funny.
So, where you been, bird dog?
Scout Patrol.
Oh, yeah. Scouting the enemy, yeah. Find any new positions?
Yeah.
So they fight.
And Primal's like, yeah, Rat Trap causes that effect on many people.
We do also see Waspinator and I believe
And,
Inferno,
Inferno.
setting up for battle on the
They have
outskirts.
this like fucking platform.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Rat Trap knows something.
He does.
But he must not find it to be too treasonous or he would report it.
I don't think he knows anything. He just knows like
He knows there's some flirty shit in the past. He's seen it happen. And we'll see it for sure by the end of this episode.
Yeah.
We'll have
Primal's very upset.
pretty
at the
direct
end.
evidence of that conflict of interest. Waspinator and Inferno, they're carefully preparing for attack outside the Axelon, but then Rampage busts on the scene, just lets loose some rockets.
I was like, oh fuck, Rampage is here, and I'm like, yeah. I don't know if you can pause it. I think I have this in Script Deviations, but the rockets
of the symbols.
Yeah, the symbols.
Okay.
The symbols on Rampage's rockets are, what is it? An atomic symbol, a poison symbol, and a peace sign.
When he first showed up, I thought it was tarantulas. There's too many spiders in this, or spidery type 8-legged things in this show.
Oh, it seems like a personal problem.
I don't have a problem with
All
that
right.
either.
Atomic peace symbol and like a skull and crossbones. So he's decorated.
Yeah.
Again, human-centric symbols.
Well, yeah, I guess.
And they're all speaking English. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Why do they even have a Cybertronian written
Yeah,
language at
yeah.
this point?
If I was watching this, I should not have any idea what's going on.
Like the Star Wars holiday
Yeah.
episode where it's just 20 minutes of noises from Wookiees. I don't know if you guys
At
have
least
seen
that's
that.
more realistic.
It is. It's stupid. But
Everybody hates it. Anyway, that explosion generated by those rockets is quite formidable, and their shields are now down to 40%. Let's see. How close are we to the 10-minute mark? Very close. I definitely want to capture something there. But
Okay.
essentially, all you need to know is that sun's out, guns out. Maximals get the Sentinel defensive system going. Got cannons popping out. you know, it's time to battle. The Autobots the Maximals are still inside the ship, which is just rocking all over the place from various forms of gunfire. Predacons are doing a pretty good job of taking out the external defenses. I'm just gonna let this one go. This is pretty funny.
Well, now what do we do?
I think this is the sickest burn in all of Transformers history.
Okay.
Well, now what do we do?
Well, given our proximity, I breathe through my mouth.
I had that joke in here
They
too.
play it. I mean, I get like the last joke with Cobra Commander in the last episode. They just really let it
roll over it.
They don't let you just soak it in, but it's really good. Then an invisible form rains lasers upon the Predacons.
Yeah,
which is
ship
enough
comes
to,
into orbit.
which is enough to make Megatron and crew depart post haste. For some reason, I hated this part actually.
What do you mean?
Predacons have departed. The Maximals are like, what's happened? And they're like, somebody's come to help us. And then Prime gives this exposition around how he thinks the tale of these former Decepticons that were converted into Predacons. And just why would he think that? Why would he?
I don't remember. Maybe I think I didn't feel like it was. I thought it made sense in universe. So maybe we should just
we'll let the listener decide.
I want to read this.
I was scanning across the board. There wasn't nothing net of bupkis out there.
And what would you call this?
Lower the shields.
What? Oh, please tell me that new brain of yours is still under warranty. That ain't no Maximal ship.
If it wanted to attack us, Rat Trap, it would have done so already. Lower the shields. Sentinel standing down.
Oh, I have something to say right here. I talk about the cinematography on this a lot, especially in the later season 1, but I love how they rack focus, especially in a two-shot, going from Cheetor into Optimus Primal. Like it's really good.
Strange. One would think a greeting would be the next step.
Tried all the hailing frequencies, no response.
Here we have a hatch opening. It's but they still don't see anything at this point. They're like, what is going on?
Yep.
But they start to, somebody, I think it is Silverbolt, starts to smell something.
He smells somebody.
Scanners.
Nothing up there. Nothing. Oh, man. This is getting weirder and weirder.
I smell something. Someone's here. Someone we can't see.
Very Predator vibes right here.
What do you think it is, Big Bot?
Not what. Who?
Huh?
After the Great War, a few Decepticons were granted amnesty. Most have retired, but rumor has it that one was reprogrammed and rebuilt as a Predacon.
I think maybe he just knows who Ravage is.
I guess, and he knows Ravage's reputation, and the cloaking maybe is what gives it away.
Well, yeah, I think so. And we might as well just finish this out where,
All right, the intro. Ravage, whoever that is, shoots the invisible stranger, shoots the pistols out of each of the Maximals' hands.
Ravage.
Well, he clearly knows who Ravage is.
Yeah, I love it. Every time, and I'm even just now, whenever Primal says Ravage, I get chills. I'm like, this is fucking so awesome.
Yeah. It is. We love our callbacks.
We do.
To the things we loved.
Then we go to commercial.
I mean, I don't know to what extent the reprogramming is, but does this imply that the whole time we saw what we thought was a relatively well-trained but still beast-minded robot as Ravage in the cartoon, that he actually always possessed high intelligence?
I think that's the implication, yeah.
And I do recall in the comic books, even the 80s comic books, he talked.
He did talk.
He just
he talked.
You could talk about porn preferences with him.
I wouldn't. But yeah, I love, again, we're getting this lore of like some Decepticons decided instead of retiring, which I guess they all otherwise did. Also, this brings up a point of like, oh man, what happened to Soundwave?
He retired.
I guess he retired. He's in Bot-ca Raton.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just thinking like Miami, Florida.
Bot-ca Raton's in Florida.
Golden Girl.
It'd be Bot-ca Raton.
Good job, Bot-ca Raton.
You're a good one.
You're a good one.
You're one of the good ones. Yes, it is Covert Agent Ravage at your service. He reports that, sorry, your signal is a little too weak to reach the Maximals, but we intercepted it. He's a liar. He's lying to them.
I will have a little bit about that.
But at the command of the Tri-Predicous Council, he's been sent here to apologize for all this Megatron mess, and the council would like to handle this discreetly. I'm sure you understand. And by handle this, he means handle Megatron.
Yeah, Rat Trap says, for booting up cold, the only thing worse than a Predacon is a Decepticon. And then Primal Face slams him, which we just saw. But
he's like, shut up, you.
I mean, Rat Trap isn't wrong, but
I don't know. I mean,
well,
as far as I can tell, Ravage seems to have noble intentions to serve his masters, I guess.
That was my next
point.
He's
He's not trying to kill these guys yet.
He's like, yeah, I understand Primal being like, well, I guess the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Well, we're operating under this worldview, potentially maximal worldview on Cybertron, where they're at peace.
Yeah, under maximal rule.
And so Tri-Predicous Council is a thing that I guess there is perhaps uneased, but a peace. And Ravage is playing to that notion.
Yeah, well, I have
like Megatron has always been a rogue element from a Cybertronian macro standpoint.
Yes, like neither group likes him, and he's a Predacon out here teetering on the edge of his own agenda.
We're gonna go to Predacon base, actually.
Yep.
Let's go over there.
Black
Ack places her graviton generator into a stasis pod, which begins floating. Success. Damn, that was the worst Borat voice I've ever done.
Pretty bad.
Megatron hails her after questioning her absence from the earlier battle. He tells her, hey, you get to your battle station right now, because I think there's going to be some blasting to do soon.
Yeah, I tried to look back, and I don't remember. I don't think it's true, but like I was like trying to look for, was there some source of Silverbolt wanting to get her a gravitron like generator?
No,
but no,
not as far as we've
all new. Which I know what she uses it for later, but it kind of comes out of nowhere. Anyway, yeah,
looks like she's trying to make a pod float.
Yep, she's making a platform. We'll see it. We'll see in a bit.
They already have floating platforms. Why does she?
But presumably those only fly inside the ship. She wants one that's like a ATV.
Okay, in the sky.
Yeah,
ATV in the sky. He then sends Waspinator, he being Megatron, sends Waspinator on a special mission, which intrigues Black Arachnia. And she says, this is it. But I'm thinking, what is this?
And you won't find out in this episode.
Nope.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. The Maximals are aboard Ravage's cruiser en route. En route.
In his Wonder Woman ship.
To the dark side, ready to end this Predacon nightmare once and for all, cloaking on, yet his presence is still detected by Tarantula's security system.
Okay, go ahead.
Tell me more.
Well, I was just going to say, right before this, Ravage says, we have one other advantage as well. And then we cut directly to Tarantulas, which means, I think...
They're in cahoots?
Yes.
Oh, you're right. That never paid off, did it?
Not yet.
The one more advantage is not the cloaking.
Because that's
the advantage.
Yeah, because then that cloaked ship flies right over Tarantulas' cave, and we don't get to see Tarantulas the rest of this episode. But yeah, I don't remember how that particular point goes, but it must be. Also,
So
okay,
it didn't trigger an alarm. Ravage triggered that alarm.
I think so.
Like they've had prior communication.
Yeah, I think so.
Which it makes sense because we know that Tarantulas has been up to some goofy shit for a
yeah.
while as well. We don't know what kind of contact he's had with the Predicous
Whomever,
Council.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I love it.
There's layers of intrigue here. Ravage opens a bay beneath our Maximal friends, dropping the payload towards the dark side. On the ground below, dark side defenses emerge from the desert. Bullets fly as the Maximals begin their attack.
I looked up whether Ravage's ship has a name, and it does, technically, but it's a dumb one. It's the Transwarp Cruiser. And I'm like, it's certainly no Nemesis or Revenge or Darkseid or even Axelon.
Sure.
Try harder, guys.
But it implies he followed the Transwarp signature to Earth.
Mm-hmm.
So this cruiser exists to follow Transwarp signatures, which only get created when a stasis pod flies into a Vox laser beam device.
I don't know. I think Transwarp just means it has Transwarp capabilities.
Okay.
Not necessarily it's designed to follow
So
Transwarp
it has the ability to
signatures.
travel through space and time.
Yeah.
And a Transwarp beam or a wave would just be something that's traveling through space and time.
Yeah. And we see the Maximals punching out of the Transwarp Cruiser. I thought it was weird that Silverbolt had to push Cheetor out of the hatch, given that Cheetor is a flyer, and
Which he seems to forget about.
he does
frequently.
I am gonna just say I hate Cheetor the rest of this episode because we get some Looney Tunes shit that I did not appreciate, and I hate him. And then his stupid ass is just being stupid. Every time I think I have an episode where I like Cheetor, there's an equal amount where he's dumb. But here, I don't know if we've gotten to it yet, but he goes into flight mode right as he slams into the ground and then rockets into a wall. And I'm just like, I just fucking hate this fucking cat.
Tweeting birds over his head.
Exactly. If you're going to go, I just thought the humor that we're going to get a little bit in this scene does not work with the theme of the episode, but that's just me.
It's a little out of place.
Yep.
I agree. You also kind of get it, just various scenes of the battle. You'll see Rhinox shoot up Inferno.
And
like
his
it's a
head spins
carnival
around.
game.
Yeah.
Can't you turn that off, buddy? I'm just now thinking that Cheetor's trans-metal version of himself looks like a Voltron lion.
He does. Actually, yeah. Yeah, completely. The yellow leg lion, whose name I don't recall.
I don't think the lion has a name, but the driver was named Hunk.
Ooh. Well, look at you.
I can't believe I remember that.
Holy shit. I even had a metal Voltron.
Let me think. The writer's name's Hunk.
Chunk.
Hunk, Chunk,
Tunk.
Bunk, Trunk.
And Melody. I don't know why I named your wife.
It was the black lion was Keith.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure.
Dang.
I don't remember the red lion. Lance? There was a Lance, a Keith. There was the princess who did the blue lion, but I think a different person did the blue lion before her, and something happened to that guy. Maybe
Damn,
that was
dude.
Lance. Yeah, it's been many decades since I've watched anything Voltron, so it's crazy that I can remember that.
One of my big regrets is that I don't still have that metal cast Voltron that I had when I was a kid. Oh, yeah,
I think the green lion was Midge or Pidge or...
Pidge!
It can't be Pidge. Is it Midge?
I don't know.
It was like a person with glasses. I feel like they were feminine coded, but maybe it was a boy.
A little boy, yeah.
I can't remember. They were round glasses.
No, I know.
Yeah, challenge me, Ryan. Tell me what's
Voltron
what are their names?
pilots.
Voltron pilots. See how many I got
Keith
wrong.
is the black lion.
I got that right.
Lance is red, and
yes.
sometimes blue. Pidge is green.
It was Pidge.
It was Pidge.
Hunk is yellow, and Princess Allura or Sven is also
Sven is
sometimes
the
blue.
other person that was blue.
Yep. Damn, dude.
Good job, Aaron.
Wow.
Good job.
I got
That's
four.
unbelievable.
Impressive.
Technically,
I can't believe you remembered Pidge.
I can't either because that feels wrong.
Yeah.
All right, so explosions, fist fighting. They blow up.
Ravage blows up Rampage.
Yeah, like good too.
Yep.
Like really.
But he's
like,
immortal.
in
It doesn't
parts.
matter. This is the part you're talking about where Rhinox shoots Inferno and his head spins around like a toy.
Yeah. Waspinator crop dusts in Cheetor's face. So
That's
you get
another thing
Looney Tunes moment.
where, like, you fucking piece of shit, Cheetor, you got taken out by Waspinator of all people. How so much do you suck?
But also, they did a fart joke.
Oh no, I think
Oh, that's
Waspinator
not a
blows
fart
he
joke.
blows a raspberry.
Oh, Cheetor just got shot in the face.
Yeah.
I did. I
Those
get.
are raspberry
I
up
just
in the
now.
camera.
I just now saw that a cannon came out and shot him. I thought this is what I get for watching while driving. Although I watched it again while typing up my notes, so I should have seen it. But I literally thought Waspinator flew in his face, released this dust, and then
Nope.
flew off.
Nope.
All right, I'm stupid.
Two things can be true at once.
Primal commands Silverbolt, take out Black Arachnia, because they're kind of face to face. And she is, what is she floating? Is she floating
That's
on
the
the thing?
stasis pod that
That's
she
what
made.
she put together. Wow, she put together a whole thing.
She really did. It's very Star Wars.
Where did those? It is. Yeah, she's gonna go pod racing.
Yeah,
That looks like Anakin's pod racer.
it does a little bit. Yeah.
They ripped that shit off.
George Lucas, answer for your crimes.
I think Beast Wars ripped it off.
No,
came out before
This came
that.
out before the
I
sequels.
feel like the sequels were like 96,
99.
97.
Wasn't it 99?
I think so.
Star Wars. Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, was released on May 19th, 1999.
Ryan's right. No, you love to hear that.
It's my favorite thing my girlfriend says.
Take out Black Arachnia, but Silverbolt
No.
just
Let's her go.
can't do it. She's just too bad. Ravage's ship hovers over the dark side, just blasting incessantly. Megatron commands backup guns, but the ship is rocked. Systems offline. Electrical constraints fire onto Megatron's wrist and torso.
Well, sorry, before that,
No.
when we're still on Black Arachnia and Silverbolt, Optimus Primal says if she's headed where I think she is headed, and then he gets shot by the Autogons before finishing, I know where she's headed.
I assume she's going after Waspinator.
She is going to the same place Waspinator was dispatched to. We don't know where that is yet, but Silverbolt is really letting his little bolt do the thinking.
If I'm Rat Trap, I'm going to be making some jokes later.
Oh yeah, I'll be all up on that.
I'm going to be ribbing that son bitch back at the base.
What a roast! What a roast!
Yeah,
Ravage's ship just blasting on the dark side.
it's pretty awesome. It's like I feel like I don't have a specific video game, but I'm like I love doing that kind of shit in video games where I'm just rocking a base.
You're just hovering over an
Yeah.
area. Remember it reminds me a little of those Star Wars Battlefront
That's
games.
what I thought of too.
And maybe you could get some kind of fighter that had that sort of, I don't know, hovering ability, and just take them out.
Now I might have to play Battlefront 2 later. Well, after I edit, of course.
And you've got some Battlefront up in here.
I have Battlefront 2. It's really good. It's really, really good.
And that is when we see Megatron inside the base. He's commanding, he's trying to get extra guns, backup guns going, but he can't. This ship is toasty. And then you start to hear some of those magnifical fanfare horns. And that's when you see these electric cuffs just flying from seemingly out of nowhere.
I was hoping we could...
On the wrists, on the torso. Megatron is constrained.
Yeah, he's constrained by these energy chains, and I was hoping we could just capture Ravage's speech at the end here.
Yeah, why the fuck not?
Backup autoguns online!
Backup autoguns active.
What?
All systems
Offline. What? No! Greetings, Megatron. In the name of the Pax Cybertronia and the Predacon Alliance, you are under arrest.
Yep, that's pretty much it. And then the Maximals are also surprised.
And delighted.
Yeah.
Wow, we've been waiting for a moment like this. I mean, some people wait a
Long time.
lifetime for some.
Long time.
I would have waited a lifetime for this.
I think was I doing Celine Dion? Who sings that song? Some people wait a
I
lifetime
have no clue.
for a moment like this.
A moment like no, I don't know.
That's the end of this episode.
Yep.
So, hey, we got some new characters, fellas, and voice actors, singular.
about it.
Let's talk for a second about the Tri-Predicous Council. I didn't have the time to go deeper. Maybe next episode I'll dive a little deeper into maybe if there's a toy history or character history.
I have some stuff about toy
good.
history.
Okay, great. Picking up the slack. That's what we know and love about Ryan. I will tell you that General C-Clamp is voiced by Ian Corlett, who, of course, voices Cheetor and the Sentinel computer voice. You've got Cicada-Con, voiced by Scott McNeil, friend of the Diablo cowboy hat, enemy of shirt sleeves.
And Rat Trap's voice in Dinobot.
And then you have General Ramhorn, voiced by new addition to the lineup, Lee Tokar, who makes my job easier by also voicing Ravage. And like so many of the profession, Lee has a long list of credits, many familiar shows that you've heard us drop here a million times. So I will just say that most prolifically, 50 episodes of Extreme Dinosaurs.
Oh.
What a name for a show.
Extreme.
As if they're not extreme enough.
They're pretty extreme.
They're dinosaurs, bro.
Yeah, dude.
40 episodes of Street Sharks.
I remember.
You watched that one?
No, but I remember it.
You know it exists. 65 episodes of Sonic the Hedgehog and 99 episodes of the Pocket Dragon Adventures. So you've got extreme dinosaurs, but then pocket dragons, a less extreme version of a dragon.
I've never heard of that, and it's amazing that there's 99 episodes that exist of that at least.
You can hear his talents today on various versions of the Ninjago series.
Oh, yeah. Ninjago.
Things. Ryan, what do you got about these new characters?
That's going to be mostly in script deviations. So.
Oh, you're going to make me wait for edging. I'm going to come.
God.
It's my favorite Trump soundbite. I'm going to come.
That's your favorite Trump
pretty good
soundbite.
one.
What's your second favorite? Grab him by the pussy?
No, I like the eating the cats. Eating the dogs.
Oh, good.
I like it when he reads something and then he goes, "That's true." Like it's the first time he's ever he's reading his own speech.
He's fascinated by what he's just said.
Yeah, that's true.
Did you guys watch any of the footage of him? That whole I don't know what the fuck it was supposed to be about.
Everything that I ever see about him.
Where he got they brought some grandma from Arkansas.
Oh, yeah.
The DoorDash stunt.
She's just a staged act. She's an actress.
No, well, she's not an actress. She has a legitimately sad story where she's dealing with her husband. Unless you know something I don't know. I mean, it was a staged event.
Yeah, it was a staged
She was trying to act. But she's a legitimate DoorDash person. They flew in from Arkansas to deliver McDonald's to the White House, and Trump answers the door, and he's like, "This doesn't feel staged at all." And they do an interaction to try and promote the fact that he did his no tax on tips thing.
Right.
But then he's like, "Come over here and join me in this press conference." And so this old lady walks over to the press conference where they're asking him questions and talking about different things. And he starts to go around this trans bigotry route. And he says to the lady, to her credit, I think she is a legitimate, was a Trump voter. But to her credit, he's like, "You don't want men playing in women's sports, do you?" And she goes, "I don't really have anything to say about that." And he's like, "Come on, I know you don't." And she's like, "I am just here to talk about no tax on tips." and you could tell he's getting a little irritated because she's not kissing his ass enough. She's not following his flow. It is just It's so bad. It's funny.
I really
it's so
just
bad. It's funny.
don't. I just can't. I can't expose myself to watching that person
Yeah.
at all.
I mean, that grandma was pretty nice.
Not
Yep.
her.
No, I
I hate that.
What do you got
woman.
against grandma?
I have to. I read headlines, but if I go too much into
same.
it anymore, I get really
Yeah.
sad.
I'm like, why am I doing this?
I
to
already
myself?
understand what's
You
going
don't want
on.
to be informed on
I-
the
I am-
funnest,
I'm perfectly
the most
in-
funnestest bungles of the day.
I really don't need to be more informed about what he's about.
Yeah, I'm with Ryan.
You might change your mind, guys.
I don't believe that. Yeah.
No tax on tips. That's pretty
I'm,
good.
I'm just here. I'm just here to do a podcast.
Poorly.
I feel like this related to the episode somehow, but whatever. It's over. That's right. And you don't want to talk about the characters, so I guess we'll go to the real world.
Oh, okay.
Or you want to delay the characters? You want to?
Yeah, we'll get to it in a little bit.
In the real world.
Number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. To remind people, this episode aired March 11th, 1998. Too Close by the group Next was the best-selling single of 1998. Our true number 1 for this week in March of 98 was Getting Jiggy With It, which we've covered.
Oh yeah.
So let's talk about number 1 song for 4 weeks in April and May, and the number 1 single of the year, Too Close by Next. This is another one where I didn't recognize the name. Do you guys know what this is?
No, but I have it queued up. Can I play a little bit?
Sure. It's the Making It Hard for Me song.
Oh, I did. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
have
it's
we
not
never
a
talked about this song?
No.
I think we have, just not in this context.
Maybe.
I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah.
He's talking about his dick.
His penis. I try, but I can't hide my dick. It's a song about boners in a club.
It's a boner song.
I've been to a club situation back in St. Louis where I just looked over. There was a wall, and there was a guy just against the wall, and this woman was just. It wasn't dancing anymore. She was just banging her butt against his crotch.
Sure. Sometimes you gotta.
And that was it. That was what was that? I was like, oh, okay. Yeah,
That song was for him.
That sticks in my mind. I'm just like looking. I'm like, they're not even dancing. She's just bouncing her. She's just been over bouncing her butt, and he's just against the wall going.
What was the Jamaican dance? Daggering?
I don't even know.
I don't know what that is.
No, like think. I'm sure there's
What is it?
more authentic examples, but the Major Lazer video, the first one, that they're doing the daggering. Here, I'll pull. You keep going, Ryan. I'll pull it up on silent.
Yeah, I would love to keep going while you're looking something up. So you guys don't listen to me at
I'm
all.
listening.
Please go on.
This song is by an R&B group called Next, featuring uncredited vocals by V of Coffee Brown. It has a baseline sample. Oh, this is something I did want to look up. It has a baseline sample from the 1979 Christmas Rappin' by Curtis Blow.
Yeah, I'm familiar with
You
that.
are?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I'd never heard of this before. But yeah, like if you look that up instead of whatever you're looking up, because like it's like, oh, fuck yeah. It's also a very much early 80s rap style, like a rapper's delight, where they just talk about whatever, like food. This one's about holidays. And they have the specific cadence of the early 80s rap. That bass line.
Oh, you're right. It's that like chic style
Yeah, it's-
guitar
Mm-hmm.
riff. I
It's
feel like
good
I don't know
times.
if I
It's
don't.
good times.
Yeah, I don't know if Queen
Another one
did
bites
that
the
kind
dust.
of song that guitar sound first, or Chic did, or how they influenced each other.
Chic did it first.
Yeah, so Queen was homaging.
I would say yeah.
Yeah, La Freak.
Just a little about Curtis Blow. He was the first commercially successful rapper to sign with a major record label, Mercury Records, and the first rap millionaire.
Okay.
He's a minister now and still makes music. I had never heard of this guy before.
Curtis
yeah.
Blow.
But I love that
Wasn't Curtis Blow he's part of the Furious Five?
I don't know if he is or not.
I'm gonna
But
show
they're like
my,
da da
it
da da
shows my
da da da.
ignorance.
Yeah,
Da
that-
da
da-
da
da-
da
da- da. Yeah.
And then a dun 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 dun
Yeah, that
dun
5-beat thing, yeah. Record Mirror gave Too Close a 5 out of 5, and Billboard said of Next song, R.L. Terry and Raphael moan and groan about their female dance partners grinding and shaking, and their respective bulges as a result, atop a Chicago-style step dance production.
Very nice. For the record, Curtis Blow is not part of the Furious Five. My bad. I was possibly
this
confusing
man.
him. I mean, no disrespect to the originators of hip hop. It all kind of sounds the same.
That's
but
why I said it
think
has
I
that
was
cadence.
confusing him with Melly Mel is probably what I'm doing here.
You may also remember the parody version of this song, which became an internet meme in 2015. Why you always lying? Why the fuck you lying? No?
Nope.
I don't remember that.
Oh,
What?
I think it's my millennial girlfriend who just exposed me to this. She does that a lot. But it was by Nicholas Frazier, and the parody gained fame with social media, most notably Vine and Twitter, because of the comically poor production quality and relatable theme. Replacing the line "baby when we're grinding" with "why the fuck you lying," and similarly for following phrases, the song initially referenced an untrustworthy girl who failed to keep her promise of hooking up with him and her cute friend. Currently, the original Vine has been viewed 76.1 million times and has been extended into a full music video for YouTube, which has 34 million views as of June 2024.
So like an incel Weird Al Yankovic?
It's not really incel. It's just, it's pretty innocent.
If you say so. I know you're probably more sensitive to that.
I'm more
than I am.
plugged in, you guys. I know I'm the oldest of the three of us, but I know
You like
I
to
know
stay
a lot.
young at heart.
A much less well-known parody, at least to me, and maybe most of us in the States, is that in 2021, comedian Milna Chawawa posted a parody of the song with lyrics changed to reflect the panic buying of petrol and diesel fuel that occurred across the United Kingdom in September of 2021, and this is during the 2021 United Kingdom fuel supply crisis, particularly following Brexit. The year before, the lyrics of the chorus were changed to "Britain's panic buying, petrol pumps are dying, fuel is running real low. Need European blokes to come through to the..."
Why?
I don't know.
Why did this happen?
That's what I basically included that to ask if Captain Alexis or maybe Johnny Walnuts remembers this at all. The Wikipedia page is shockingly short on this song. If you take out the Curtis Blow and parody stuff, it's like 2 paragraphs long. Our box office number 1 will be the polar opposite of that. So
Let's watch Daggering for a moment. This is taking the themes of that song.
Eric
to
Warheim
the
directed
final
this
level.
video.
Oh, I believe that because he's directed a few the Bubble Butt video. He directed that one. It's got that energy, like that kind of stuff. Like, I mean, you're just aggressive. It's aggressive, dry humping on the dance floors in an almost acrobatic way.
I just thought, well, I didn't know there was a name for it because I just think that's pretty common.
Not like that.
Well, no.
That's staggering, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
I mean-
that's staggering.
I don't like it.
But what about when he puts the leg? Like that guy's getting freaky with it.
Well, it's like gymnastics on one of those like hobby horses or whatever.
Oh, should we talk about the number 1 at the box office?
Absolutely.
Yes, please.
We got a big one here today, boys. The most middle-aged, cis-het, white male movie that's ever been, maybe.
Made for me.
Yep. Our true number 1 for March 1998 is still Titanic, so let's cover the film that was number 1 for 4 weeks in July and August. Saving Private Ryan.
I liked that movie.
I like it too. I'm a middle-aged, cis-het, white male.
I actually watched it this year.
It changed
and
my
cried.
It changed my
It's
whole.
sad.
I don't know. I hadn't seen something. I wouldn't say that it's a realistic portrayal, but I would say it's more aware of and draws the viewer's attention more towards a realistic
Toward what's horrible about
what's
war.
horrible
That was
about
kind
war.
of the point that
Yeah.
they were trying to get at, is like as opposed to other more romantic World War II war stories. So 1998 was a good year for movies. Some other number 1s before we get into it from that year, some of which I have covered and will cover. We have Deep Impact, The Truman Show, Blade, There's Something About Mary, Rounders, Rush Hour, Pleasantville, Vampires, and Good Will Hunting.
Wow.
But then again, we also had Godzilla, Armageddon, The Water Boy, Lost in Space, and Star Trek Insurrection.
Good Will Hunting and Saving Private Ryan came out in the same year?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Also,
Wow.
Yeah, it was a good 98 was a great year for movies.
Good year for Matt Damon.
Oh, that's true. You know what? I didn't put that together.
That's
You're
what I'm
right.
saying,
Yeah,
like,
Matt Damon.
that-
Yeah.
I was like, wow, that's incredible.
Saving Private Ryan became the first film since Titanic to top the box office for 4 consecutive weekends. Though that's not super impressive since Titanic only fell off number 1 like 4 months prior. But prior to that, record holder for 4 consecutive weekends was 1990's Home Alone. So, I'm sure we're all familiar with the story. Directed by Steven Spielberg and written by Robert Rodot. Saving Private Ryan is set in 1944 in Normandy, France during World War II, and it opens up on D-Day, storming Omaha Beach. The movie follows a group of soldiers led by Captain John Miller, played by Tom Hanks, on a mission to locate Private James Francis Ryan, played by Matt Damon, and bring him home safely after his 3 brothers have been killed in action. There's so many people in this movie. Like Edward Burns, Tom Sizemore, Jeremy Davies, Vin Diesel, Adam Goldberg, Barry Pepper, Giovanni Ribisi, and some smaller cameos by Dennis Farina, Ted Danson, Harv Presnell, and Bryan Cranston, Nathan Fillion, and Paul Giamatti, who I think we talked about on the last episode. Or was it this one? I don't remember.
American Splendor.
I completely forgot Ted Danson was in that.
Ted Danson was in it. Yeah. That's far from an extensive list of like, hey, I know that actor, guys. Right. The movie is inspired by the books of Stephen E. Ambrose, a great writer, if you like military history. I've read several of his books. He's great. Spielberg wanted to make the film as authentic as possible and hired Frank Darabont and Scott Frank to do uncredited rewrites based on research and interviews from veterans. The brothers killed in action is taken from several real accounts, most notably the Sullivan brothers and the Nyland brothers. If you want to go look that up, do so. I didn't really want to get into it here, but like I think the Sullivan brothers were 4 or 5 brothers who were serving on the same naval cruiser that sank and killed all of them. And then I think the Nyland brothers, they actually did send the last brother home. And it turned out one of them was alive in a POW camp, so 2 out of the 4 survived that war.
So they overreacted.
Yeah, fuck them.
Send them back to the POW camp.
The core actor group also went through a week-long boot camp, and the opening Omaha Beach battle alone cost $12 million and took a full month to film using 1,500 background actors, and it is all fucking up there on screen. It is horrible and beautiful and epic. This is a brutal-ass movie, by the way, if you've never seen it.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, it's great. Another veteran interviewed by Time said, quote, "I remember when I walked out into the lobby of the movie house, not a single person coming out of that showing said one word. Everybody was stunned by it. It just brought back so many memories," unquote. And there are various reports of veterans being unable to finish watching Saving Private Ryan because of the memories it brought back. And the United States Department of Veterans Affairs created a dedicated phone line for viewers affected by the film, and more veterans visited counselors for post-traumatic stress disorder, which is positive.
Yes.
I did love this movie, as we've said. You can draw kind of a direct through line to it leading directly to the 2001 miniseries from HBO, Band of Brothers. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
I've seen it.
Love it. Really enjoyed it. It's based on another Stephen Ambrose book, created, and the miniseries was created by Steven Spielberg and Tom Hanks. And I mean, yeah, easy company. The 101st Airborne. It's a great series if you care even at all. Saving Private Ryan was quite well reviewed both by audiences and critics, and went on to earn $482.3 million on a $65 to $70 million budget, which actually seems
low,
cheap. Yeah. That would be about $143 million today, which still is like half of what a Marvel movie costs.
It's all practical effects.
That's what I loved is like the fact that they used 1,500 extras on Omaha Beach instead of just CGIing it, which Steven Spielberg knows fucking CGI. He did Jurassic Park and it holds up, and it was made in '93. So
I like. Have you guys ever heard like the end credits to that movie? Like there's a.
Damn it! I pulled that
there
up.
was a rap. There's a rap song, and they ended up pulling it at the last minute, but I think it's really good and poignant to the movie. You ever heard it?
Oh,
Ryan?
fine, I'll play it. Yeah.
is this a joke?
Check it out. No, check it out.
Oh, I see.
You set it up differently than I would have, Caleb.
You guys plan this for nothing?
Part of the fun is making you annoyed.
You guys are way more entertained by this than I am.
I like the part where they have Hitler go, I want that Saving Private Ryan dead.
No, it's really clever.
I thought you would really like that, Ryan.
I hated it.
Well, you just don't understand
I don't understand what.
humor.
That's it for the real world.
Okay.
Saving Private Ryan, the only thing that I can think of that's notoriously inaccurate about it is you got guys, they fall in the ocean, they're drowning, all the stuff is like heavy, and the bullets go through them, and that would not happen in real life.
No, it wouldn't.
I mean, they might drown and die for sure, but
yeah, bullets, especially high velocity bullets, explode whenever they enter, like hit water. Like it wouldn't penetrate.
The stopping force of water is
awesome.
pretty great. Yeah, but
so surround yourself with a bulletproof water vest.
at any time, yeah.
Just a huge hamster wheel of water with your head sticking out.
Just a Michael Jackson bubble of water.
Yeah, exactly.
Drown yourself in it so you don't get shot.
So you don't get shot.
It'd be like Shipwreck in the giant blob.
Oh,
yeah. He had the perfect. Nothing could get him in there. Nah, yeah, that movie makes me cry every time I watch it. I definitely get misty. Even talking about it makes me misty-eyed. The scene where they're, the crew at first, he's not on board. Even Tom Hanks isn't really on board, but he's like, these are the orders. This is what we're doing. And, the crew's hoping to get it over with. And that scene where they're fishing through the dog tags. And and they're spitting on him, cleaning him off, trying to figure out if he's in there so they can quit and move on to something they'd rather do. The new recruits are coming in at the same time, and it takes them a while to kind of
Giovanna Ribisi is like,
awareness.
what the fuck are you guys doing?
Yeah.
You're doing this in front of the rest of the airborne. It's
just kind of disrespectful to because each of those things is like a fallen soldier.
It's a dead guy. Yeah.
But yeah, good movie. I heard.
Yep.
Never seen it, but
did they win?
Was he saved?
Yeah.
This wasn't my experience, but a friend of mine told me about seeing this in the movie theater, and he was sitting next to a World War II vet whom he didn't know, and that during that Normandy scene, the old man kind of grabbed his legs as he was so impacted by it, and he was viscerally reacting to it.
They heard him go under his breath. Bunch of fucking pussies.
He was like, bullets don't do that in water. All right. Well, is it?
Script deviations.
Let's script deviate.
We kind of have a lot here.
Oh, wow. Do it.
The writer for this episode was script runner Bob Forward. We've talked about him a lot. You know our boy. The destruction of the glass on the Axelon's elevator doors is kind of a running joke in the series. In this episode, the glass first gets smashed by Rat Trap and then smashed even more when Optimus flies into it a minute later. The Predacon Alliance is mentioned again in this episode, having been first referenced back in Other Visits Part 2, and it is revealed that the Tri-Predicous Council is a high-ranking authority in the Alliance, and that Megatron has been working against the wishes and designs of the Alliance because he's gone rogue. Again, this kind of really just expands the lore, which I really enjoyed about this. Like, heading toward the end of this season one, the agenda 3-parter, you guys are going to love it.
Awesome.
I'm already finding it enjoyable, Ryan.
Good. I'm glad we're having this experience together. The Tri-Predicous Council members shown at the beginning of this episode, this is where we get into the toys, Aaron, were meant to be the Tri-Predicous Gestalt toy components and were even...
Gestalt?
Oh, yeah.
A B-dub-G?
They were even referred to by their individual names in the original script. However, time constraints prevented the renders for the figures from exactly matching the toys they were based on, so Hasbro asked that their individual names not be referred to. The Gestalt name was still used for the group. Tri-Predicous is a... This is from the TF Wiki about who the Gestalt is. Tri-Predicous is a slimy battle master who prefers to emerge from underground to attack maximal fortresses in the dead of night, tenaciously crushing all before him, spreading plague-like destruction wherever he goes. The weapons of his composite members form a slashing mega missile launcher that he uses to tear his way into battle. And Tri-Predicous is composed of the 3-member Tri-Predicous Council, Ramhorn, C-Clamp, and Cicadacon. The maximal tactical response was the maximal combiner Magnaboss, and this is all from Beast Wars Uprising.
Okay.
Which, is that a show we'll see later, or is that in the...
Beast Wars Uprising is a 2014 to 2020 or 2016 published imprint of the Transformers Collection Club Timelines fiction that radically reimagines the setting of the various Beast Wars cartoons into an elaborate doorstep sci-fi epic of a continuity with a cast of thousands chronicling the dramatic fall of the Autobot and Decepticon hegemony and rise of the new generation of Maximals and Predacons, as related via a fantastically nerdy series of prose stories and comics by club proprietor Fun Publications. That guy looks dumb.
You look dumb.
We're looking at... Was that supposed to be Tri-Predicous?
It's one of the guys.
He looks like that toilet bot that I got you, Caleb.
Yeah, but not as cool. That toilet bot's cool.
This is
That's better. I think that's just an illustration, though.
Well, it is, but it looks like it's on the back of the box here. This I don't know if that's what he actually looked like because it almost looks too good.
Yeah,
pretty neat.
Yeah, pretty neat. There was no interior set for the council meeting in the script. The models were rough with little moving parts, and the scene was all dialogue and no action. So director Carl Schumacher gave the council meeting its stylish look as a way of keeping kids interested while covering up any flaws. The lack of ambient light was for a super high contrast film noir look, inspired by how the council were putting a hit out on Megatron. Schumacher said, quote, "So I decided to play them like film noir gangsters, sitting in a smoke-filled room under a swinging China hat lamp," unquote. The constantly copied red glow was suggested by supervising animator Eric Reynolds, so you could see the characters' faces. And the overhead light cast on its own created too hard of a shadow.
So like an electronic fill light?
Yeah, I think they just made the swinging light because the station had been hit by the wave, and so the swinging light, it just made it more interesting, basically, because it's just 3 guys in a room talking to each other. So they were trying to make it as interesting as possible. Some real world references, which here's one we talked about before, as we should certainly have noticed as Midwesterners. Cheater's reference to 6 lasers over Cybertron is obviously a Six Flags joke. Cicadacon quotes from Apocalypse Now when he says, "Terminate with extreme prejudice." Speaking of Megatron. We talked about the missiles Rampage fires with the nuclear warhead, Death's Head, and a peace sign. This is interesting. The peace missile makes another appearance in Optimal Situation, which is an episode we haven't gotten to yet. You sounded sarcastic.
I was.
Oh, good. Ravage's interaction with the Maximals is highly reminiscent. This is kind of what I was getting at, where they gave him a Russian accent, and this is kind of like a Cold War thing. Ravage's interaction with the Maximals is highly reminiscent of the depiction of cooperative Soviet operatives in America during the Cold War. The accent, the diplomatic politeness, the suggestion that only Predacon technology was adequate enough to detect the Transwarp wave, all very stereotypical of 80s spy movie or a G.I. Joe episode, where the American heroes must work with Soviet agents for the greater good.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I love the
I did not
Russian
put
accent. No,
those two ideas together.
I didn't put it together either, but now looking back, and I'm like, yeah, I totally see that. Because he's like, oh, the signal was too weak. The Maximals did not detect it. Only the Predacon scans were able to pick it up.
I was not even particularly honing in on the accent as Russian. I was thinking of,
just Middle Eastern.
No, more Romanian. Yeah,
some Slavic.
Yeah, I guess they're kind of in the same ballpark, but yeah.
Ravage arrests Megatron in the name of the Pax Cybertronia, which is a parallel to the Pax Romana, which is a 200-year period of the greatest imperial might in ancient Rome. That's kind of a fun little historical thing. I think that Mr. Schumacher loves history, the writer of the script.
Director. I think Forward's the writer. But
Bob Forward, you're right. You're completely right.
I'm being a real...
No, you got
I'm the pedant now.
Not really. Like, you're just being accurate. I appreciate it. The time of day does seem to fluctuate a little wildly in this episode. I don't know if you guys noticed that. It kind of goes from day to night.
Oh, I wasn't sure if it was nighttime or morning.
Yeah.
In the makeout scene.
Yeah, because like it's night when we open. It's day when Ravage ship lands, and it's back to evening when Ravage and the Maximals attack the dark side. And I just can't imagine that they waited a day to go attack it. So it's just an animation error. And finally, this is nitpicky, but the shots we get of Earth from space here show a much different continental distribution than it should, which is understandable, as the showrunners were trying to keep it a secret early on as to what planet this is.
Right.
But the time frame of the cartoon is between 70,000 BCE and 3 million years ago, depending on which...
huge gap.
In geological terms, it's not that big. Like, talk about continents.
Okay, yeah.
Even if it was 3 million years ago, Earth would look pretty much the same.
Gotcha.
As it does today.
But from an evolutionary scale, 3 million years ago, would the proto-Homo sapiens have been about where they were on the show?
Yeah, they kind of look like Australopithecus, which was Homo habilis, I think, was 1.5 million years ago. So, they're played a little fast and loose, but that's script deviations.
Okay. Cool. Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah, that was fun. I sound like the NPR host. That was fun.
Yeah, that was great. I was just waiting for it to be over.
Well, how do you... maybe this is hard to do. Rate a scheme.
I can't yet.
We don't know it yet.
I have the same thing. I know where it's going, and I'm going to reserve my comment.
I like the Tri-Predicous scheme we have.
I love that.
There you go. Yeah. Take the words right out of my mouth.
Situation. What is the Ravage scheme? What's he got going on? Is he going to do some double crossing?
I love that we're introduced to a faction that is like I think is tolerated by the Maximals of like your own state, I guess, like your own state nation, when we are allowing you to exist. Again, kind of like with the U.S. and the Soviet Union in the 80s.
Is it more like Israel-Palestine?
Yeah, probably, because it doesn't seem like the Maximals. I think the Maximals are not really the good guys. Like, we've seen that they seem to oppress the Predacons.
More to come. Perhaps we'll find out more about the agenda.
I hope so.
Time.
In the next two episodes, they're named The Agenda.
We can.
I'm the ghost of the iconic moment.
I think the general idea that the Decepticons survived and were granted amnesty is pretty huge.
But they're turned into Predacons.
Not necessarily. Like, some were. Like,
I guess one were.
One were. And maybe more were. But, like, yeah, apparently a lot of them were just like, I guess I quit. I retire. And I do love the return and remod.
They moved to Argentina.
Exactly. A lot of people in Argentina got very comfortable with German. I love the return and remod of Ravage as a spy, because that's kind of what Soundwave's cassettes were spies. Like, And that's where I was like,
I mean, I just think Ravage showing up is the iconic thing.
Sure.
Like another G1 direct G1 connection.
Yeah, it was. And I thought, I don't want to say pandery because it's not really. It's done in a way that I really enjoyed, a nod to the old G1. And I thought it was done well and not in a stupid way, I guess.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not enunciating that as well as I'd like to, but.
I wonder why they chose Ravage as our
That's a good question.
We're going to bring back. I'm not faulting it in any way. I can't think of anybody that would have been better for any reason.
Yeah, I think it's a great choice.
If it was like Rumble or Frenzy, be like, oh, fuck this guy.
Fuck this guy. This fucking Jersey puck. I think it was a brilliant choice because Ravage is an instantly recognizable character and name. And then giving him a completely different mod and character, like you don't want to do like, I don't know, Thundercracker or something.
Yeah. And plus there's an elegance to even the G1 Ravage that seems to sort of transpose itself onto this version. And you have a character that you can kind of do anything with.
Exactly, because he was kind of a blank slate, at least in the cartoon. Not so much in the comics. He had more personality in the comics, but yeah.
There was a certain nobility to Ravage that now you can apply here, and you're like, which way is this thing going to go?
Right. I'm into it.
Next time on the Autopod Decepticast. Yes.
I don't know. I didn't write anything.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess we're finna find out more
finna
about the agenda.
You didn't want to spoil it for yourself.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
It wasn't that I just forgot at all.
Listen, your job is hard. I can tell. I can tell you from experience.
Hey, if you want to support this show, we're still out there. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play. Like, sub. Check out our Patreon.
Yes.
There's many levels of support. You can get in it around $5 if you're wanting some of that booty.
Or $2 if you just want to throw us some cash.
It's worth $5 to just get in on this.
You don't want to be left out.
Ryan, what else you got going on?
Well, you know what? We do a cocktail every episode. And if you have a cocktail that you have in your brain or a cocktail that you like, even if it's one we've covered before, if you'd like to have it featured on an episode, you can do so by sending us $5 on PayPal at APODcast. Tell me in the notes what you would like me to make, and I will make that cocktail on a future episode because I fucking can't make it on a past one.
Thirsty.
Different delivery.
Money. Buy us a drink. Buy us a drink.
There it is.
Yes. Fund our habit. Caleb.
Do you want to buy me some weed? buy us a weed. $5 on weed on PayPal.
Caleb, is there anything else that we do for money?
We have a thing called Dough for Joe. Give us $75 and an episode of G.I. Joe of your choosing, and we will cover that in an episode.
I believe we have one more on the docket from Mr. Brian Jones.
We're about to run out of Joes in the Joe
queue. The last
queue.
one we have, because we
good.
went through a bunch of them.
Thank good.
The last one we have, I believe it'll be in the summer. I think I put it on the schedule for the summer from Brian Jones. I can't remember which episode it is, but
people to give some more money for Dough for Joe.
Twitter, Facebook, Threads, Instagram, APODcast at APODcast is where you'll find all of those places. What is
you'll
wrong?
find at APODcast on at APODcast.
What's wrong with you? And if you become a patron at any level, you have access to the notorious APDC Discord, which I have not been on in months.
It's time for you to get back into it, baby.
You guys are in there?
I'm on there on occasion.
You guys,
I'm on there quite a bit. I'm on there every day.
Ryan's in there doing it.
I think part of the reason that I've been hesitant to hop back on is I feel like I need to catch up on all 6 months of activity when I don't have to do that.
No.
I can just get back in there.
Just jump in.
There's no homework
The
you have to
water's
do.
fine.
I mean, it's full of pee.
Oh, it's 2 degrees Celsius more than...
Oh, my God. How much is that in Fahrenheit? I think it's 35 degrees more.
35 degrees more.
And if you want to dive even deeper into some of the show materials or pop culture goodness that we went through on the show today, you can visit the show's page on the website, autopoddecepticast.com, probably / the agenda part 1. I don't know how this all works.
I mean, just go to our webpage. You'll find it.
It'll be right there in the front page.
Yeah, and we'll have merch up there, I guess, when our store is open again.
Yeah. Or you just reach out.
I don't know why.
Or just reach out to us, and we'll
just say, hey, what do you got?
What you got? We'll say, well, we got this. And you give us some money.
We really don't sell a lot out of our store, though.
We are going to sell at whatever next TFCon we go to. Pretty good.
Oh, bye, everybody.
Oh, yeah, this is a good episode. Bye. Pistols at dawn.
Cells is the sponsor of Autopod Decepticast. Yes.